All right, and we are back with finally the ranking for the Disney Silver era. Yeah, this was a pretty good era. I really like this era. This era was pretty good for the most part. I think there was like just one miss and just one mid film overall, but the rest is pretty good. I think it might be the best era so far. Well, obviously we all know what the best era is gonna be, but this is probably gonna be the second best if we're gonna be honest here. There's just a bunch of great films in this category. Honestly, compared to like the Golden War era, this is easily the best right now. Like I said, for right now, but like, there's gonna be a lot of new stuff, new tiers that are gonna be shown. So get ready for that. But I say we just get started, and we're starting off strong with Cinderella. So before I even saw this one, I actually did previously watch this film before, so I knew what I was getting myself into, and I still really like it. I think Cinderella is easily one of the most underrated princesses in all of Disney. I like the story. I don't know, man. There's something about Cinderella that I just really enjoy, to be honest. And it's just a classic. This is the film that basically saved, not really saved. It's one of the films that saved Disney. And for good reason. I can see why he definitely did that. And it definitely kickstarted this great era. So, really, I don't think I have any much problems with the film. Is it perfect? I don't think so. I don't think it's perfect. But it's still great. It's still really good. No, not putting it there. I think it's better than Snow White. Honestly, I just like it way better. I think it's better than Pinocchio. Like, don't get me wrong, Pinocchio is great. Pinocchio is really good. But Cinderella, I just like more. I don't think it's S tier though. Like, there's a problem. The prince is pretty forgettable, which they should. He should have something to do, but nothing. He just shows up in there. It's like with Snow White. At least the prince is there a little bit horror, but like, yeah. If they did give the prince more stuff to do, I probably would have put this S tier. But don't get me wrong, this is still a great film. Still great. Still a really good film. I definitely would be rewatching this again. My computer just froze a little bit. It's not really my computer, but like still. Okay. Okay. Alice in Wonderland. I fucking love this film. This film, dude, ever since I saw this film, I've been obsessed with this film. I am absolutely obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. I think there's only one weak part, and that's like the Walrus part. But that doesn't really ruin it. Everything is good. I love everything about this movie. I'm being so serious right now. I knew this was like a fan favorite, but damn, I did not realize it was that good. Like, it's so creative. I can see why many people really like this one. And I absolutely adore it. I adore this so much. I adore Alice in Wonderland. Like, it's generally one of the most creative, like, things, Disney films I've seen. And it might stay that way. You know what? Sorry, that voice crack was terrible. That was a terrible voice crack. What was that voice crack? But, like, I'm being so serious right now. This is the best Disney film I've seen so far. And I'm gonna say it right now. This is our first S tier. This is, like, the first S tier. If this computer... Why is this computer freezing? Okay. But yeah, this is the first S tier. I will not regret it. I'm not going to regret saying that. I love Alice in Wonderland. It's been on my YouTube feed so many times right now. Like, can you blame me, though? This is just... It's iconic, dude. Alice in Wonderland is phenomenal. It doesn't need to have a story. It just needs to just tell this crazy world. And I love it so much. I just love the characters. I love everything about it. I'll definitely be rewatching Alice in Wonderland many, many times as I can. Because I just love this film. I think it absolutely deserves to be S tier, if we're going to be honest here. Definitely deserving S tier. Peter Pan. If we... Okay. Peter Pan. Obviously, it's, a little controversial. Because of the Indian stuff. Yeah, I could definitely understand why people have that. It's controversial. I think there was a little bit of sexism, too, in this film. Honestly, Peter was kind of annoying. Peter Pan was a bit annoying, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, his voice actor is great. I understand. His voice actor is amazing. But, like, other than those very big problems, I still like this film. It's charming. I really understand why people... I do understand why people like this film. It's charming, you know? I can see why people like it. What else do I like about Captain Hook? Captain Hook, dude. Captain Hook is so funny. Like, I'm being serious. Whenever TikTok, the crocodile just came out, I just busted out laughing. It's actually hilarious whenever that happens. And Captain Hook gets pretty solid screen time for the film, in my personal opinion. He actually does. So I think it works pretty well. Would I consider it to be, like, on par with, like, some of the best? No, I don't think so. But, like, still good. Still a great film. I still enjoy it, but they have problems. They have big problems. I think it's better than Los Amigos. I think it's better than Millie Time. Ugh, stupid thing is freezing. I'll put it right here. I think Ichabod. Like I said in the last video, Ichabod is the most underrated Disney film by far, and it had nothing offensive. I think Fantasia. It's Fantasia, dude. What do you want me to say? Snow White, I think, is just better because it has a better second half, and it would be insane. Okay, people would probably put this A tier, but the bad stuff kind of weighed it down. Lady and the Tramp. I know people like this one. I think this is just a mid film. Not terrible, but not good. It's just mid. For a film that's supposed to be about romance, Lady and Tramp barely do any connection about romance. They barely have any of that, which is crazy. I really feel like they should have had more time to develop, but they really just don't. The Siamese cats are pretty terrible. Yes, I know. We all hate them. But they luckily don't show up much as the Indian Superior Band, so I'll give them that. What else do I have? Oh, Tramp is fun. I like Tramp. He's a pretty fun character. Also, for some reason, Tramp just reminds me of Kurt Cobain, which is... I don't know why. I just find that really funny. But as a film itself, if it weren't for Tramp, I would probably put this like a high D tier. But I think it's just fine. It's perfectly, it's C tier. I think it's just a perfectly fine film. Nothing too offensive, besides the Siamese cats, of course. But like something harmful. Sleeping Beauty. I actually saw this film way before I even started this ranking. I remember watching this as a kid, and I liked it. Yeah, I still like it. I don't think it's as good as I remember, but it's still great. Still a good film. Like, they actually give the prince a personality, which is nice. I like the three fairies. They're pretty charming. I do enjoy them. I think they're like the main protagonists, I think? I don't know. Maybe once I'll look for the protagonist tier list of Disney, which I will be doing after I finish the entire Disney ranking. But we'll see. Maleficent is great, but I feel like she should have had more screen time. But whenever she does show up, she's amazing. She's amazing, dude. Princess Aurora, though, I think she's just boring. I think she's just pretty boring. I felt like we could have got something better for her. And she barely shows up in the film. I get she's sleeping, but when she wasn't, come on, she could have had at least something to do. But otherwise, I like this film. This film is pretty good as I remember. Not as good as I remember as a kid, but I still enjoy it. Like, it's pretty fun to watch. I'll put this higher than these two. I think I enjoyed Peter Pan more because Captain Hook had more screen time than Maleficent. So I'll put it right here. 100 All Dalmatians. Yeah, this is a good film. I see why people really like it. I don't know what to say. Okay, dude. I like the first part. The first part was really cute. Seeing how they got together was really funny. I actually really enjoy that. Another thing I really liked about this film was the climax. The climax is really good. It's like really, really, like I was actually worried. So that's actually a compliment. Like they actually had me on my toes. I was really interested. Krilla's a pretty decent villain. Like at first I was like, what are they gonna do with her? Why is she showing up more? But like they build her up. They build her up into this insane psycho, and I love it. Like I just had to know that they were building her up. But she's good for the most part. My only complaint is that the second half is just so boring. Not as boring as Fantasia's second half. I hate to just complain about the second half of Fantasia, but like, it's probably one of the worst second halves I've ever seen in a film. But 100 Roll Dalmatians is kind of better than that, but like, I don't know, kind of drags the film a little down. But it's still good. I still really like it. I can definitely see why people enjoy this one. So I'll put it to... Oh god. Yep, I knew it. Sorry about that, everyone. I'll put it above Sleeping Beauty. Higher than Peter Pan. I'm looking at my notebook. Not showing you it, but like... Where did I put that? I gave it this. Okay. I'll put it here. Ichabod was just more engaging to me. Which I know is going to get a lot of controversy, but like, I think it's still the most underrated Disney film. Ichabod, not 100 Wild Dalmatians. It's beloved, so. Sword in the Stupid Ass Stone. Well, if we unfortunately can't get something good. Every era has to have something bad. And this is definitely the worst one. Honestly, this film was just... This is just a waste of mine and Disney's time, if we're going to be honest. I just don't get this film. My mom really likes this film. I don't get why. King Arthur is already a bad, probably one of the worst Disney protagonists, if we're going to be honest here. Merlin's fun. I do like Merlin. He's a pretty fun character. But the stuff they learn is just not engaging. I do like Madame Mim for her limited screen time, though. But the wizard deal's pretty good. That's really good. That's a good scene. But, like, what did Arthur do? What did he do to become king? I really need to know. What did he do? Whatever. I really do not care. Maybe if they, like, could have learned people, like, kids about math, stuff like that, during these, like, stuff, and not turn them into animals, but make it still engaging, maybe I could see this being good. Maybe. And Arthur actually is in the final battle. He can actually... Then I would understand why he would become king. But it's still not very good. This film is just... Is it the most offensively bad thing I've seen? No, it's not the worst thing. But it is just a waste of time. see. Where do I want to put this? It's definitely better than Make Up My Music. Not the worst Disney film. Final Fantasy 3 was probably worse than this. Bambi is boring. Way more boring than Sword and Stone. Dumbo was more offensive. I think I'll put Sword and Stone here. Only because I think I got enjoyment from Jose and Panchito and Three Caballeros. But that's it. And finally, The Jungle Book. This is... Yeah, I think this is one of the funnest Disney films. This is definitely one of the funnest I've had for a Disney film. And I really like this film. I like The Jungle Book. Characters are fun. The shenanigans Mowgli gets into are pretty fun too. But the music's so good, dude. The music is great, dude. I love the music. The music is absolutely fun. Especially Baroness of Season 9, I Want to Be Like You. So fun. Trust Me is pretty good too. Trust Me is a pretty underrated one, if we're going to be honest. I think that needs to be talked about also. I will say my biggest complaint... The villains are so underutilized. Like, you have King Louie, you have Kaa, you have Shere Khan. They don't do that much. I feel like the one that does the most, I think, is Kaa. But that's really it. I think I like Kaa more than Shere Khan. Shere Khan literally shows up. He just mentioned, but he shows up near the end of the film. He has a good voice. He has a great menacing voice. But is he one of the best Disney villains? I don't think so. I don't know why people consider him to be one of the best Disney villains. Honestly. That's just my personal opinion, though. If you like Shere Khan, that's fine with me. You can like what you like. But yeah, this film's still fun. This is a really fun film. I would recommend a lot of people to see this if you haven't, which is crazy if you still haven't seen Jungle Book. Yeah, this is still... Oh, I almost dropped my phone. But I really like this film. This is a great film. Where do I put it? It's not mid. Better than Saludos Amigos. Better than Millie Time. Sleeping Beauty is more interesting, but Jungle Book's more fun, so I'll put it above. No offensive stuff. I think I was more interested than 101 Dalmatians for Grimace. Yeah, higher than Fantasia. I'm gonna put it higher than Fantasia. Only because, like, again, I mentioned earlier in the video, I hate the dinosaur secrets. The second half sucks in Fantasia. It is awful. Jungle Book, the second half is great. What was that great? I said great. But, like, it's great. I still really like it. My only problem is that the villains are underutilized, but still. I think Snow White is a little better. But I'll put it right here. That's it, though. That's the entire ranking for Silver Age. Yeah, I think we got some new stuff. The B tier is about to be filled up, though. Jesus Christ, the B tier is about to be filled up. But we got we finally got one for C tier and S tier. We finally got ones for C and S tier. Finally. We finally also got a new A tier as well. That's good. No F tiers, which is great. But I feel like a certain film is probably gonna meet there. Is probably gonna meet those expectations, which I'm a little scared. So, I'm a little scared once I get to that. But I still like it. No, I'm not the movie. I'm talking about the era. I'm so stupid. But, yeah, this was a pretty good era of Disney. It's really interesting how the Bronze Era is going to be. But I'll talk about how good or bad that era is once I finish all of them. But yeah, that's it. See ya.